everyone, welcome back to another episode of Cafetalk. Tis I, hostess with the not so mostest, Jolin, but we do have the mostest here, Victor. Say what's up to the people, Victor.
I'm the one with the mostest?
Well, I ain't the one baking a cake. I'm not the one carrying cake around, am I?
I don't know, Jolin. I'm not the one that drives that dump truck of yours all around town.
Anyways, yeah, so hi everyone, welcome.
Hi.
We're a little late. We're gonna have a post Valentine's Day podcast. It's gonna be pretty short. We didn't do anything, and that's all. Bye, everybody.
Yeah, we just stayed indoors and entertained ourselves. Okay, bye.
I ate a cake in the shower while crying.
Oh, Jolin, how are you gonna steal my idea like that? All right, maybe it wasn't a shower, it was a tub, but hey.
But yeah, we're gonna talk a little bit about Valentine's, I guess. We'll get to that segment when we get there. But Victor, how you doing? How's it going?
Pretty good.
How you been?
I'm good. Just working every week at the shop and just coming home and enjoying my time with YouTube and Hulu and my best friend. Disney Plus and WandaVision.
No, so, you're a Disney adult. Ew.
Yeah. Get with the times. Everyone's a Disney adult now. Okay, the only ones that are not adults. The only person who doesn't like Disney is one who's never seen it.
I have seen a lot of Disney stuff.
No. I've really been into Disney Plus because of WandaVision right now.
Oh, I heard it's a good show.
It's definitely a continuation from Endgame, so that's why I want to see where like the universe goes to, and so far it's good. Yeah, like it's very entertaining and it has the classic like what's gonna happen next, like oh my god, twists and turns sort of stuff. So I like it.
All right, fair enough.
And for any Marvel fans out there listening, if you haven't heard already, which I'm sure you did, apparently this show is gonna help, it's gonna end where the new Doctor Strange movie is gonna begin.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's why I personally see it as important to see what the hell this show's going for.
Fair enough. I like it.
What about you, Jolin? What have you been up to recently since our last podcast?
Well, classes picked up. Classes have started again, so I'm a busy student.
Back into the grind, eh?
Yeah, I'm taking 3 computer science classes and a math class, so I'm pretty busy. Not as free-spirited as I once was.
Not as energetic as you were before.
Nah, I'm not a spring chicken anymore.
It drains you, man.
But one of my classes, the chat, because we like chat over Zoom.
Yeah.
And goddamn, some of my classmates in that class are so freaking hilarious.
Oh, is it fun?
Yeah, it's pretty funny. Like it offsets the fact that it's like a late class. It's like from 7 to 9 or something.
Oh damn. Okay.
But because like everyone is just cracking jokes and we all have very similar interests.
Yeah.
We like crack jokes about that, and it's just like it makes the class like a little bit more enjoyable. So I'm happy about that. I'm looking forward to it.
Gives you that energy to come back and be excited for the next class.
Yeah, other than that, another one of our friends from high school invited me to join his like engineering club.
Mm-hmm.
Where we're just gonna work on like industry projects and stuff. So, and I was interested in engineering, but I don't have a background in it. My background's in programming and chemistry.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that goes.
But what type of projects are you working on? Like what do you mean by industry projects?
So like one of the projects that we're supposed to work on is like we create like a 3D model of like a plane wing or something, right?
Okay.
And then we use Python to kind of stress test the wing by like creating a mesh and applying a pressure at each point in the mesh. Like I don't know, this isn't totally what's going on. Like I said, that's more of the engineering side. But they were just like, "Do you think you can help us like with the programming?" And I was like, "Sure, I'll just look it up." And apparently that's what you're supposed to do. Like, I'm just writing the script to do their stress test, but I need like more information from them.
Oh, okay, I see. Not bad, Jonah. You fucking getting into the business nonetheless. Every company needs a programmer.
Yeah, so I've been a busy bee.
Yeah, you have. Where do you find the energy for this?
Well, I'll tell you what. I'll tell you where. It's because I don't have a girlfriend, and that's our segue into our topic. Valentine's Day.
Spending it alone again.
Next year. We're trying to help out we're trying to help out the boys and some of the girls. But it's typically the boys who mess up Valentine's because either we get complacent and we don't get our significant other good gifts, or we just forget.
Oh, okay.
So us here at Jumblhoj are gonna help us help you, and by helping you, we're gonna help you fix any potential Valentines that you might have messed up.
Yeah. Damn. We started with the depressing subject, I suppose.
How is that depressing?
Because you just outed us guys as like we mess up.
It's true, because Victor, you never heard the saying, happy wife, happy life? All right, if your wife messes up, then
it doesn't really apply when you don't have a wife, so I'm good.
I know, but it's that like old old style of being together where like, even if you're right, you still like admit you're wrong just for like the sake of keeping the peace or whatever.
Yeah, no, I get
you.
But even then, it's like during Valentine's Day, like I get what you're saying because we do tend to forget important dates. That's always like a stereotype or a trope, even in like media, where it's like you forget the birthday, you forget the anniversary, you forget Valentine's Day, all that sort of stuff.
You forget to water the couple plants.
You forget to water the plants.
What movie was that? Failure to Launch?
I don't remember.
There's a movie like that. I think it was Failure to Launch.
If it is, I've never seen it. That's why maybe I don't remember.
We need to have a podcast where we just talk about like early 2000s rom-coms.
I'm down. There's
and then we get Danny, because Danny loves early 2000 rom-coms.
There you go. We can have him as a guest.
Yeah.
But for this podcast, we're going to talk about how you can make it up. How you could, if you mess up, you forget Valentine's Day. What's some ideas you could do, or what's a good strategy to say I'm sorry or like make it up?
Mm-hmm.
And this could be applied to both ends. A guy or a girl, right? What would you say, Joel? What's a good I'm sorry gift, or like what's a good like action, or what can you do?
Well, like any problem, when there's trouble in paradise, the first thing that kind of, settles the storm is communication. You gotta talk about it.
Oh, like bring up the fact that they're upset?
Exactly.
Okay.
You bring it, like, don't, I know gaslighting is such a heavy topic and stuff, but, for women, don't like be that kind of lady that's like, oh, you know what you did. Or like, you should know why I'm mad. It's like, cut him some slack. Obviously, he like forgot, happens to all of us, but just instead of, gaslighting him and being like, oh, you should know why I'm pissed, just tell him, just be like, it's because you missed Valentine's Day. Or like, I was expecting this and you didn't do it.
Exactly. And especially when it comes to the fact of like, if they forgot, they're most likely not going to remember after you're mad.
I know. And for the guys out there, if you want to hack to not miss special days, just put it in your calendar. Your phone notifies you every single time.
Yeah.
Such an easy way to, not get in trouble.
And then also, I think most calendars give you like a week or 2 days notification, like, hey, this day's coming up.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Just do it.
So what would you do, Jolin, if you were in that situation where your wife or your girlfriend, like, you forgot Valentine's Day? What would you do to say I'm sorry or to make it up for them?
I feel like Because the easy thing to do is, like go out and buy chocolate and flowers and stuff, but that's, to me, that doesn't really show that like you're like committed to fixing things.
It doesn't show much effort.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I think something like that's personal and that's tailored towards a significant other is much more sends a bigger message, like that, like I'm sorry and I truly want to fix whatever I messed up.
Yeah.
So like there's no one thing that you can do because everyone has a different partner. So like if my partner has like a favorite movie series like Harry Potter or Star Wars or Marvel, something personal that you can do is just have like a movie night where you get like her favorite snacks, her favorite drinks, and you just binge watch like all the Harry Potter, all the Marvel, all the Star Wars.
Ooh, that's good. That's good.
If she likes to go hiking, take her on a hike that she hasn't been before, or a hike that's memorable to her that she like loves.
Oh, like in the essence of like do something special on the hike?
Yeah, like you can plan a picnic, or you can just just be like talk about like, oh, remember when we went to like the Los Angeles forest, and like I was so nervous because it was our first date and like fell on my ass and I had to go to the hospital.
Oh, okay.
Like you just talk and reminisce and stuff, and that kind of like will ease the mood, and I feel like she'd be more prone to forgive you because it's like, oh, he does care and he remembers all those dumb things that he did, and it makes for a cute day.
Yeah, definitely. I agree. I could see that. Because like what you said with the whole buying gifts, I guess in my opinion it does help for like last minute stuff. But in the end, if you already missed it, might as well go full out and just put some effort into like making something. Because creating something yourself is what, shows that there's more thought and emotion put into it. And even if you don't know what to make, even if you yourself believe to not be a good crafter or creator of things, I mean, that's not the point. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be amazing. It's just like, even especially if your partner knows you're not very good at creation, it's like it shows that you put the effort for them. You cared enough to try even if you fail. And I feel like that would, incentivize them, or at least be like, you know what, yeah, thank you, like you really do care.
What would you do if it's like the other way around, where it's like
they forgot?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Well, because I mean, like I've been talking about it in the sense of like, oh, they like in this hypothetical couple, it's the guy who forgot.
Yeah.
But what if it's the other way around, where it's like it's the girl who didn't put in effort or just forgot as well? Like, how can the ladies out there fix it? Even though, ladies, you're never wrong.
So that just processed right now what you just said.
Hey, I'm trying to save myself in the feed in case I say something stupid,
Oh God! All right.
Sure, okay, I can edit it, but just know that I'm with the ladies on this one. All right, you a queen. You never wrong. The queen is never wrong.
Okay, but what about? I mean, in a relationship, you're both king and queen, man. Come on.
Hey, kings can be wrong too. Look at.
But then
insert king that did something wrong.
I mean, but if the king can be wrong, then that means the queen can be wrong too.
I don't know. Has Queen Elizabeth ever made a bad mistake? I don't think so.
So, I don't know. Like, okay, so from the perspective of the girl, like, what if she's the one that messes up, right? I personally, like, I'm literally taking this in my perspective. Like, what if my girlfriend were to mess up? What can she do to make it up to me?
Uh-huh.
And that's what I'm saying. It's I'm not sure if it applies to all guys out there, but I get the feeling that, like, at least myself personally, I'm very simple. It's like, yeah, I would still be upset if you forgot the Valentine's Day or my birthday or whatever, but I wouldn't really be upset because it's such a huge thing on my mind at all times that I'm super excited that we're going to do this. I'd be more upset just because of the fact that I've messed up before, therefore you've been upset. So it clearly means a lot to you, therefore it means a lot to us. And now that you forgot about it, it means that I should be upset about you because you've been upset about it before. You get me? If that's understandable.
Yeah, I mean, I get where you're going with this.
Yeah, so again, the activity that would make it up for me if they were to forget about it, it would be that something enjoyable that I like, something simple, like they don't have to make me something completely new. Just a simple fucking my favorite snack, coming home and then letting me game all day, like without interrupting me. Or maybe while I'm gaming, she does interrupt me just for like a little like kiss or hug or a simple like I love you, and like let me know when you feel like you're done, and then we could hang out together, and then a simple just some affection in between rounds, a little encouragement.
Hold on. I have to go check on something. I don't know if you want to just finish your idea, or you want to just pause.
We're gonna take a little break for our Spotify listeners right now. Actually, it's a good time. Yeah, so we'll be right back for our Spotify. Thank you for sticking around. For our YouTube people, you know what's up. We'll be right back in in 1 second, and stick around. Okay, and we're back. Thank you guys for listening to that little intermission. YouTube people, how you doing? Did you miss it in that 1 second? Yeah.
Note to self: do not leave the stove on when you're doing a podcast.
Jolin. Oh no, did your buns burn?
Yes, and no one likes burnt buns.
Everybody likes toasty buns, but there is such a thing as too much toast.
Yeah. So before we took a break, you were talking about what they can do to make it up to you, right? In this, if your hypothetical relationship had, if like your girlfriend in this hypothetical like forgot Valentine's Day or a birthday or something, right?
Yeah. So it was just that, like, she gets home and I'm like upset, and I tell her, she realizes what she did and she apologizes, and then that weekend, like maybe that not the same day, but maybe that weekend or maybe the next day, whatever, she like kind of smothers me with affection for that day, and I would love it. Yeah, like that would be more than enough to show that she cares. And it's like in a sense of waking me up, kissing me, and be like, hey, I'm really sorry for what happened. I'll make it up to you today. I promise. And then throughout the day, she just does small little things that show that she does care, that she is trying to make it up. And that being, she goes out, gets my favorite either food or snack, lets me game all day and relax, like lets me chill by myself for a bit if that's what I want to do. Evening would come around and she like cooked me dinner, and she was like, I made your favorite meal, even if it was something that maybe she's not too fond of. She's like, hey, this is for you. And then we just like cuddle up on the sofa and we watch one of my favorite movies, like Back to the Future or fucking Fifth Element or Harry Potter. And then as we're snuggling, she's getting comfortable with the boys as well, if you know what I mean.
All right, I get it.
Which then leads, from the living room to the bedroom.
Yeah.
And then she just lets me, have fun. Like, it not a simple yes to everything. Like, I don't want her to go that far, because she doesn't have to go that far in my mind, but just a simple like a little more effort than usual. Because when you're in a relationship, you don't always have to put 100% into having sex, because sometimes you're just horny. You just want to get it off, and you don't really want to. You either don't have time, you don't have the energy, or you're just not really that much into the mood to get into the whole romantic, like, take it slow and be there for like an hour or so, just getting each other off. Sometimes you just want to go in there, get out, and continue with your day. You know what I mean? So it's like, as long as. No. I'm sorry. So
no, it's okay.
So that's an example of what I'm saying.
Yeah, I get you.
So for just that day to end the day of like her trying to make it up to me, she would just put more effort than a simple like, oh, let's fuck. But it doesn't have to be as much effort as like I for the first time, like, oh, I need you, or I want you, I love you. Like, it doesn't have to be that much. It could just be like I want to please you sort of effort.
All right.
And then we could just end the night with just sleeping together. And that's more than enough for me to realize, okay, she made it up. She really
end
was
the night
sorry.
with some tacos de tripa. Ooh.
The tripitas.
Los tripitas.
Yeah, man. Fucking
Nah.
a nice burrito to go with that. Ooh.
Yeah.
What about you, Jolyn? What if your metaphorical girlfriend were to like mess it up? What's some ideas that maybe you could give our female listeners out there?
See, in the beginning you said you're very simple, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, okay, like, you know, I'm pretty simple too. I'll figure that. But that was a lot for me. I was like, whoa, okay.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean,
because I mean, like in my case, you know, either like let's say like Valentine's and or a birthday, right?
Yes.
If they forget Valentine's or my birthday, either they can do one of two things. Either they can just like own it and be like, look, I'm sorry that I missed your birthday or I missed Valentine's, and they could just bring me my favorite snack, like those flaming hot, like those purple Takis.
Yeah.
And then like that's it. We're good. We're even. I'm happy at that point.
Yeah.
Or they can just like, if they had something planned for Valentine's Day or birthday, like they wanted to go to a nice restaurant or something, they could just do it the day after. Like, I don't care.
Yeah. Okay.
Like it's the effort that counts. Whether so if like if they still want to put all that effort and like make it a whole thing, then sure, I'm all for it. Even if it's not on the day, like it doesn't matter to me. Or they could just own up to it and be like, look, I'm really sorry. Here's your favorite snack. And if you want me to leave you alone, then I'll leave you alone. But I'll just be like, no, we're cool. Like, fuck, we've been together for this long. It doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah, I get you.
And then that would be it. And then I'll be like, cool, let's go do breakfast or something.
See, okay. See, when I said I'm simple, I guess I should have clarified what I would do if I was the one that messed up. Because compared to what I would do to make it up, what I'm asking her to do is very simple. You get me?
Uh-huh.
So it's like if I were to be the one that messed up, the entire day, like I would specifically wait for the weekend. Like if Valentine's Day was on Monday or Tuesday and I missed it, and she could be mad at me the entire week, I'd be perfectly fine. I will apologize the very same day, be like, oh hey, I'm sorry, I forgot about it. But the entire week, I would be planning out the perfect day. And I would, like, fucking come Saturday or Sunday, a weekend where we're spending the entire day together, I would be planning it from the moment we wake up to the moment, like, we go back to sleep. And I'd be fucking at the ready, doing whatever she wants, or at least just doing stuff that, for me personally, feels like I am making it up and showing that I care about her. Even if she herself is like, no, babe, you don't have to do this. Like, I already forgave you. You already made it up. I would continue. I'd be fucking going at it because in my mind, this is the girl I love. And this is the girl that I want to show her that, you know, I want to keep her in my life. And I'm not talking, I wouldn't do this for someone I'm just dating or someone that I just call a girlfriend and we've only been together for like a few months or a year. I'm talking about like this is wifey material. This is the girl I want for the rest of my life. That's why I would plan it out for like the entire day for her.
No, I know, I get you. But like the original question was like, what could they, like in this hypothetical relationship, what could they do to make it up to you?
Oh, then yeah. That
was it. And then compared to our answers, I was like, I don't know. If Victor's simple, I'm like a rock.
No,
yours no.
Oh, I was just say yours is more realistic. Like yours is very what I was going for.
Yeah, but I mean, I get it though, because like our quote unquote love languages are different.
Yeah.
I don't know what my love language is.
Oh, that's a good question. What is your love language?
I don't know, because I've never been in a relationship.
What do you consider? What type of things would you consider that displays a sense of care, a sense of caring, a sense of emotion? Like what what would you ask of your partner, pretty much?
Okay, to me, when I know like this person cares about me,
Mm-hmm.
it's usually when they say or do things because they want to like they want to bring out the me at my best, my max potential.
Okay.
You get me? Like they'll like maybe I'm just like doing nothing all weekend or just eating like freaking Carl's Jr. every single day.
Yeah.
And like if they actually care about me, they'll be like, "Why don't you cook or like make a salad or like come with me, let's go on a walk or something."
Yeah.
Sure, it might be annoying to me, but it's like I figure they're only doing this because they actually care about me. Like if this person didn't care about me, they just freaking continue feeding me crap or like just let me sit there and do nothing.
Yeah, I get you.
When it comes to gifts, I like gift giving, but I don't like receiving gifts.
Okay.
I don't know if that helps distinguish what my love language is.
That does, because it at least shows that your love language isn't pretty much I forgot the actual term for it, but it isn't gifts, because that is one love language where it's like buying stuff for your partner is a love language, because it doesn't have to be expensive stuff. Even just like a simple bag of chips because you remembered that that's their favorite, that's, to someone who has that love language, is a show of like care of their love for you. So that's one down, so that's good.
I don't know, like, to put it simply,
What about quality time? Because that's another love language. Quality time together.
Oh, I do enjoy quality time.
But do you need it in a sort of constant manner for you to feel like they still like you or they still love you?
I want to say yes.
Yeah, like...
Yeah, because if they don't... Like, if my partner doesn't want to spend time with me, or, like, you know, they would rather hang out with their friends than me, like, sure, it doesn't bother me as much, but, like, deep down, I'm like, oh, maybe there's something about me that, like, is repulsive, or, like, maybe they, you know, they don't want to be with me anymore.
Yeah, you start getting that doubt within you.
Yeah.
I get
But
you.
on the surface, I would just be like, all right, whatever.
I'm trying to... Yeah.
On the inside, it kills me.
Okay, so maybe... Okay. I found the love languages. That's what I was searching up right now. I'm sorry.
Oh, for sure.
So one of them is words of affirmation, where it's people that constantly need just, you know, simple "I love yous" or "I'm thinking about you," or I believe it's one of those type of people that if you don't constantly use a pet name or their specific pet name, they start getting anxious and paranoid that you don't care about them anymore.
Oh, like, so when you first start dating and you call them like babe and honey and stuff, but after a while you're just like, oh, Janice.
Yeah, they instantly like go paranoid and be like, wait, why? Did you not love me anymore? What's wrong? What did I do wrong?
I see.
Yeah, and
no, that's not me.
Okay, so you're not the words of affirmation. There's quality time, so it's
that.
It's for people who feel the most adored when their partner is actively wants to spend time with them and is always down to hang out. So so the more you spend time with them, the more the stronger you feel that your bond is.
All right.
That might be you. I think so. There's acts of services, where like the one I told you about. That's the one where you buy them stuff. But it's not just buying stuff. It's like
you do things for them as well, right?
Exactly. Like they go out of their way to help you feel more comfortable or make your life easier, but it doesn't have to go to the extreme manner. It's just a simple like, oh, I washed the laundry today, so you don't have to worry about that. And they're like, oh my God, this person loves me, you know?
No, I don't think that's me. Because like if someone dictates like, oh, he does the dishes, that means he loves me, as like that. Like if they correlate doing the dishes to like, oh, he definitely loves me, I would just be like, dude, I do the dishes because I don't want roaches in our house.
or maybe I guess a better example would be when they already have a cup of coffee ready for you and when you wake up. That's also an act of service.
That's weird to me.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like I can like if I think my mom one time she was like, "Oh, I made you coffee," but I woke up, I wasn't even awake yet.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Why? What's wrong?" And she was like, "No, like you drink coffee every morning." And I was like, "Not every morning." She's like, "But I just made you coffee. If you want it, it's there." And I was just like, "I don't know, Mom. I feel like there's something you want to tell me. Like, is Ollie okay? Did he die?"
What's the bad news, Mom? Just lay it on me. Yeah, then you're definitely not acts of service then.
No.
There's gifts, which is you feel loved when people give you visual symbols of love, such as I guess that's more of the favorite chips example I gave.
Okay.
Yeah, or even just a simple like, oh hey, I wanted to go to 7-Eleven and get a Slurpee and I thought of you, so I brought you one too, like that.
All right.
And the final one is physical touch or affection, where they feel most loved when they receive physical signs of affection, including kissing, holding hands, cuddling on a couch, and sex. And I feel like that's me.
You just gonna throw that out there?
I'm just gonna say it. Like, I think.
Yeah. I mean, we're talking about love languages, so it's fine.
Yeah. So do you feel you're the physical touch, or not really?
Not really.
No.
No. Like, I mean, I do. I don't know. Like, it's a weird. No. Okay. No, I'm not, because I'm not comfortable talking about like intimacy and sex and stuff.
But are you comfortable doing those?
To an extent, but I think that just comes down to me being inexperienced.
Oh, I see. Okay.
But I guess to try to relate to that, like, my mom is very affectionate. Like, she likes to, hug and kiss and stuff, but I don't like that. I don't like to.
Yeah.
Like, I'll do it because she's my mom, but if if one day my mom just like stopped hugging me or stopped kissing me, like I wouldn't initially like bat an eye.
Oh, like, yeah,
like, it'll take some time and I would be like, is there something wrong?
Yeah, I get you.
But if it didn't happen, like from one day to the next, if she just stopped doing that, I wouldn't catch on until like months later.
Yeah.
So I think out of all of those, I'm more of the quality time.
Do you feel like there's like a first one, which is quality time, and then maybe like a sub or secondary one that you could relate to?
The secondary would probably be like the gift giving one.
Oh, okay. I see. Why, like,
because I mean, if
someone gives you stuff or thinks about you?
Yeah, more about the thinking about.
Yeah.
Like I had a friend who she like got me this book, or actually I don't remember what the gift was. Oh, so like for Christmas, right?
Yeah.
Like, I was already exchanging gifts with one of my friends, but she went like the extra mile, and she got me like a bunch of little gifts to equate to like a big gift.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the gifts was like this stuffed thing from like IKEA, and she was just like, "Oh, I actually like spent time and looked at all of the ones that they had, and I was like, this one reminds me the most of you." And I was just like, "Dude, that's the best one. This is the best gift out of all of them."
Yo, that's so dope. Okay, I can see that.
So yeah, like the more having me in your thoughts like will get me than if like, "Oh, hey, I got you like a Slurpee or something."
Yeah. Okay. Then yeah, then definitely quality time is your main one then, right?
Yeah, but I feel like sure, I know love languages and stuff are supposed to be like individuals, or like individualized.
Yeah.
They're like special to each person or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But I think, like, I didn't grow up super Asian, but my mom and dad are not too affectionate with each other. Like, they'll hug and kiss like goodbye, or like when they come back home and stuff, but they never like cuddle on the sofa when we're watching a movie, or like hold hands or do any of those cutesy things, even though they've been married for like 20 plus years.
Uh-huh.
So I think because I see how my parents are, like they care more about quality time. Like they cherish like before COVID, you know, their quote unquote dates would be like going to the casino together. My mom would say like, "Oh, on the way to the casino, we would talk and you know, we would have our time."
Oh, that's nice. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think that's why I feel like quality time is more related because like when I look at my parents' relationship, they care more about quality time, like going on family trips, going on road trips, like even just, you know, if I go to the store with my mom like it like instantly makes her day because she's like, oh, I get to spend time with my son.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah, so that's why I think that's why it kind of rubs off on me that quality time is more important than like. Also, too, my parents both don't give each other gifts.
Oh, okay.
Like they suck at gift giving. Like they would rather just like, oh, give me like $100 and then we'll go to the casino or something.
Yeah, like give me something that we could both use.
Yeah, or like, oh, here's like a box of chocolate and stuff. My mom would just be like, okay.
It's like, thank you for the gift, but I'm okay.
Yeah, so I feel like that kind of influences what my love language is.
Yeah, I could see that. That's a definite, especially if you grew up with them. Like, that definitely would rub off of you. And I feel like that's like a good example from my perspective is the same with my parents. Quality time wasn't a huge factor growing up to my parents' relationship. It was something that my mom always cherished, but it wasn't something she enforced. It was like my parents always wanted Sunday to be a family day because back when I was younger, we were very religious. Like they're very enforcive on religion. So it's like every Sunday was church day and we had to go to church every single morning. And then once we were out of church, we would go eat together as a family and then go to a park and just hang out. So it made me believe that, like, you know, quality time is important. But then as the years went by, we weren't able to hang out or just have those days as a family because, you know, we started getting jobs that, you know, didn't give us much free time on Sundays anymore. So we stopped hanging out as much. But with my parents, physical touch was always a definite show of love for them. Simple like my mom's cooking, my dad would just come up and, oh, it smells good. And then, what are you cooking? And then give her a kiss on the cheek and be like, okay, thank you, I can't wait to eat it. Or a hug, or, you know, even holding hands too. They would always do that. And I was like, I guess that influenced me into be like, wow, they really do love each other, and that's such a nice thing to do. Because also, I'm one of those persons that is okay with, what is that? The public displays of affection, PDA.
Oh.
PDA, public displays of affection. I'm okay with that. Like, I personally would fucking kiss in public, and I wouldn't give two shits about other people. And if I were to be walking by and then saw people making out, I wouldn't be like, disgusting, like, get a room. But at the same time, I am conscious that, you know, it's not universally accepted. So if I were to be out in public with my girlfriend, I would try to keep that to a minimum, or at least find specific locations where there isn't that many people to actually, like, you know, kiss her and or at least like hug really close, sort of stuff.
Mm.
But yeah, I would say my love language would be physical touch, and then as a secondary would probably be either quality time or like words of affection or affirmation. And the secondary is definitely, like, when I was younger, it was quality time because of what I said with the Sunday with family.
Yeah.
But now as I'm getting older, I'm getting more independent, I feel like words of affirmation is definitely becoming more of a importance to me, just because I would like to hear that my partner thinks of me or regards highly of me. You get me?
Oh, I see.
Yeah, like, they don't constantly need to shout out to the world that I'm an amazing person, but at least if we're alone together, I would love to hear just reassurance of, like, this is why I like you, and this is why I want to be with you. Like you're handsome, or you're smart, or whatever it may be, or you're funny. You make me laugh. That's more than enough. You know.
Okay.
Yeah, it's nice.
Like the whole public displays of affection.
Yeah,
I'm definitely more conservative on that side, and I think it's because of my Asian upbringing. Is you don't really like see that with some Asian cultures. Like I know in Japan, it's like it's not a thing.
Yeah, it's. I feel like it's not okay.
In the Philippines, it's like it's more of a thing, but still like so most Filipinos are still pretty reserved.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like it's weird because if we're for my mom, like even though she's like a Mexican woman, she's not as affectionate as like other, like if you watch like a novela or something, she's not as affectionate like that, where she like wants to hold her kids' hands all the time, even when they're adults, and she like coddles them and kisses them and stuff.
Yeah, like the grandmother in Latino novelas.
Yeah, like my mom is not like that.
Yeah,
which means like she's she's not as affectionate as like a traditional Latino woman. But my dad is a more affectionate Asian man when you compare him to other Asian people.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because like my dad has told me that like only when he was a little kid did he ever hear his mom and dad say that they love him.
Oh, okay.
But after like, let's just, hypothetically, like after like 6, like he'd never heard anything affectionate from his mom and dad.
Oh, gotcha.
Like he would only hear like from other people where they would say like, oh yeah, your mom like talks about you all the time and she's so proud of you and she loves you, but like to his face they would never say anything.
Oh.
They would just be like, yeah, you're my son.
Oh, that's interesting.
But my dad's not like that. Like he tells us that he loves us and he hugs us and he, acts like he's really affectionate. So my dad is not like traditional Asian women and Asian men, and my mom is not a traditional Latino woman. So it's a really weird
dynamic.
Dynamic.
Yeah.
But it makes for an interesting one.
Yeah, wow. That's cool though.
Yeah. So Victor, if your love language is like words of affection, you're not gonna find that in a traditional Asian woman.
Yeah, but that's why I'm.
Well, I mean, maybe like they're pretty loving with their partners, but it's usually like when they become parents, they're really strict, or they're not very affectionate with their kids.
Oh, it's like, oh, okay, I see. With their kids, yeah, I could see that.
Yeah,
because it's like that's why I think physical touch. I personally do like that. My love language is physical touch, just because a simple like holding hands or a simple hug is more than enough for me to be like, yeah, they care about me.
No, that reminds me too, because like again, it's like with kids, because my cousin Einstein, he joined the army after high school, and he told me that
your cousin's first name is Einstein.
Yeah.
That's so dope. Holy shit. I didn't know that.
I mean, like my aunt Victoria, she named all of her kids like starting with E's.
Oh, all right.
So she like her daughter's name is Emilu. One of her sons' names is Einstein, and the other one is Eldridge.
Yo, that's a sick ass name. Oh my god, Eldridge.
Yeah. So my cousin Einstein, he joined. I think Eldridge is the oldest.
Yeah.
Oh no, he's the youngest.
Okay.
Einstein's in the middle and Emilu's the oldest.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so Einstein joined the army in high school, and he said that was the only time his mom had ever hugged him.
When he was like going off to the
army?
When
he was leaving for basic training.
Whoa, no way.
Well, I mean, when he was a little kid, of course, but from the time when he was a little kid to high school, his mom never hugged him, and then from after he came back from the army to when she passed away, she never hugged him.
Whoa, really?
So if physical touch is like a way that you define love, you're not getting it in an Asian family.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
And even then, like, you don't really get it, at least in my family. You know, we're all Mexican. And and we don't really get that much, but it is more than usual. I suppose. I'm not sure how to phrase this, but I do know that.
No, I get you.
Yeah, because it's like definitely from the examples you've given, it is more than I guess the traditional Asian family, but it's way less than like how the media portrays Latino families, I suppose.
Yeah, because like correct me if I'm wrong, but it's not weird. Like if you say you wake up before, like as you wake up, you see your mom in the morning, right? It's not weird to like give her a hug and a kiss, good morning, right?
Oh no, not at all. Yeah.
Exactly. Like in an in an Asian family, it's weird. It'll be like, the hell's wrong with you?
It's like, oh, you're especially happy today for some reason.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I was gonna say that like whenever I leave to work or I'm just like going out for the whole day, like I don't plan on seeing my family for the day. I do whenever I'm saying goodbye to my mom, I always give her a kiss goodbye. And I always make sure that I tell her like, okay, love you guys, I'll see you later, bye. And the excuse I give myself, or I guess the explanation I have for that, is mainly because you never know what happens in life, and if that were to be my last interaction with my family, I would want it to be a pleasant one. You know, a kiss goodbye and a simple "I love you," just to remind them that I do. But that I guess also goes into the whole love language stuff, where it's my main one would be physical touch, which is the kiss goodbye, or and tell them I love you would be the words of affirmation.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's what I usually do. That's traditional in my family, and even when it comes to other like cousins and uncles and stuff, whenever we do say hi, we always give each other a hug because we're family. So that's I guess that's where in Asian families you wouldn't really give a hug, right?
No. Well, I mean, with my mom, I do. Like, I'll do the same thing. Like, I'll kiss her and hug her and say, like, okay, I'm going to leave now.
Yeah.
But, like, say I'm going to the store and, like... So, like, with my dad, it's more simple. It's just, like, I'll just tell him, like, oh, okay, I'm leaving. And then he'll just be like, all right, be safe.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah, that's nice. But, like, with cousins, every single time you see your cousins at, like, a family barbecue or a birthday, you guys don't automatically like hug, hello, and goodbye, do you?
Oh, they do, but like if they don't initiate it, then I'll just be like, oh, hey, what's up?
Yeah, okay, exactly. See, it at least the way I grew
also,
up in my
like
family.
I just wanna say this, like with people who don't understand, like if people think like, oh wow, like Asian people don't love their kids or whatever, it's not that. It's just like it's like that's what they grew up with, so it's kind of just like a cycle that continues.
Yeah.
You know, like, oh, my mom didn't hug me or kiss me, so like that's what I think a parent should do. And it just goes back. It's like a vicious cycle that, you know, because my grandma or my mom or somebody didn't do that for me, I don't do it. And like you could like obviously Asian people love their kids. You know, they're not monsters.
Exactly.
It's just that we have a different way of showing it. Like we'll talk them up and we'll be like we'll talk to other people and be like we're so proud of them and they're like the best or whatever, but I don't know, they just don't want to. I guess they don't want to tell their kids because they don't want to inflate their ego or something. They want to keep them humble.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's like that doesn't show any less love, you know.
Yeah. How did we we got to a weird place talking about how you can fix Valentine's to this?
I mean, we did. I feel like we did touch like we did close that conversation. You know, we gave good examples.
Yeah, because we transitioned to like the whole love language thing.
Yeah, exactly. So,
yeah.
But do you want to tell the story as to why we thought of this topic? I feel like it's a good story, just so the audience could hear.
I don't know. I kind of have to cut it short.
Oh, right now?
I have something. Yeah, I have something else to do. I mean, we can record it later, or we can just save it for like the next episode.
All right. Well, I mean, if anything, I could sum it up quickly.
Yeah, you could summarize it.
Yeah. So the reason we just came up with the whole like how we could help you guys get ideas to how to make it up is just because one of our close friends, for this past Valentine, he apparently didn't get anything for his girlfriend, and like he thought it was okay with her because they're both very financially responsible and they didn't have much to give. So he assumed not getting anything would be okay in her mind. But she didn't see it that way because she was like, you could have at least got me something small, like one single flower, and told me, you know, I love you and happy Valentine's Day. But he didn't get her anything. So, you know, he felt bad. She was upset. And he told me, so I was trying to help him, you know, come up with ideas to make it up to her. And his idea was just to buy her something simple from like the store and give it to her with an apology. And I was like, no, dude, like that's what you should have done during Valentine's. It's already past Valentine's and she's already upset. So in order to make it up to her and say that you show her you truly care, now it's the time you have to like make something or make the day special, or just, you know, don't just buy some generic, like actually put a lot of care and thought into it. And
yeah,
we just talked about ideas, and that's how, you know, we thought maybe you guys could use that help as well in case anything happens in your future.
Yeah, if there's anyone out there that's in the same predicament as our friend,
yeah,
hopefully we gave you some ideas.
And if you have any ideas to how you handle a situation like that, let us know in the comments below.
Yeah, we read all the comments, we check our emails, we want to interact with you guys, but no one sends us anything, so just sitting here doing nothing.
Yeah, we would love to interact with you guys. Don't be shy.
Yeah, let us know what your love languages are, what you think about that. I don't know, how was your that's a loaded question. How was your upbringing? Any of my fellow Asians out there, you feel what I feel?
Yeah.
And or any other future topics, you know, you can always tell us, comment, message us.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and then Victor, you got anything else to add before we kind of finish this?
No, just just if anything, let us know what your love language is, and we would love to see your perspective. And hopefully we'll see you in the next podcast.
Yeah, bye everybody.
Stay beautiful.